Hey everyone, this is actually the second time I've tried this new camera that I got. It shipped on a Sunday, which is weird, but I guess because of Amazon, they make the US postal workers have to work on Sundays, which I think kind of sucks, but it allowed me to get my camera a little bit earlier. But right now it's kind of weird because I can see my face on the top of this where the screen flips up out of the corner of my eye, but I'm trying to look directly to the camera so you don't see my eyes looking up at the camera and not at you, but it allows me to kind of remain centered throughout the time if I'm just holding it here like I am now. Most of the time I will just have it centered up where it's on a tripod, so I won't have to worry about holding it and having my shaky hands be what's holding the camera up, or depending on my grip strength, which is non-existent. Right now I am at the gym and I am alone, so that's why I'm able to record this video without any noise in here or being weird like some other YouTubers like to be when they're around a bunch of other people. Although I wouldn't say that's so much weird, it's something that I could just never do. Looking at the clip of me right now cheating to look up at the screen, I do look really white. It's probably, I don't know if it's some color balance or just the way that the light is above me, because there's, if I can show you, lights all around. But I don't know if you're able to see that. Let me try that again. There we go. Crappy lights. Which, they work fine. I mean, they're just lights, so they're no big deal. But as far as camera lighting, they're probably not the greatest. But it's what you have to deal with for all my lifting clips. But all the clips you'll be seeing in this week are going to be of this particular workout. So the rest of the clips I had earlier, I just deleted. They weren't anything extremely noteworthy. They were just generic. They were just regular clips, or weren't anything too crazy. But I wanted to highlight the way that the new camera recorded and kind of practice using it as much as I could. So you'll be seeing all the clips I do see in this video are with the new camera. This Thursday or Friday, I haven't decided yet, but I will most likely doing I don't want to call it an unboxing because it's obviously already out of the unbox. I don't want to call it a tutorial because I don't know enough about it, but it will be kind of my impressions of it, or I guess a review would be the most accurate representation of what the video will be about. It'll be basically just my thoughts about it. So I guess it will be a review of this camera. But my first thoughts on it, just real quick, I think it's really nice, and the video on it looks really nice, and it's pretty easy to use. It took me about probably 2 minutes to figure out how to record with it, and most of that time was figuring out how to change it from a Japanese, I'm assuming that's what the language that it was in since it's made in Japan, to English, since all my booklets and stuff are in Japanese, so they're pretty useless to me, so I have to depend on online resources to be able to do different things with it. One thing that's kind of neat with it is Wi-Fi capable, which the only thing I could figure out how to do with it when I first opened it was to connect it to my phone. So if I had pictures, I could put it onto my phone. It's not something that I probably use too much because I think you can put videos on there as well, but my phone just won't have enough space, so I'll most likely be using the same SD card and put in my computer and whatnot, because that all still works as well. But what will be nice, if I want to have a short clip, then I can go right to my phone with that and go right to Instagram if I wanted to, so a little bit less editing, and I can also edit while on the camera. So if I wanted to, I don't know if there's a way, but I could probably shorten it, and I think that keeps it saved, so I have to do a little bit less editing later, where I can just do like the quick edits every day when I have, like if I lift on a Monday, do all the edits of the clips, so I can cut out the beginning and the end, so you don't have to watch me stare at the bar for a couple seconds before I get under it or get up all set up. I can have those shortened, so when I edit the videos it'll be a lot quicker. Plus, hopefully, as you can see now, the sound is pretty good right now. I did another sample clip just to see how the sound worked and put it on my computer. When I play it back on this camera, the the speakers on it aren't too great. You don't really expect it on a camera to have good speakers, but the sound did seem to be good, so I'm very happy about that. So I should be able to like record videos like this where I'm just talking without having to have a microphone with it, which is the main reason I got this camera. And also with the flip-up screen that I have, I can't really show you unless I was in a mirror, but I am able to, I'm trying to, I guess, look at myself and keep myself centered if I'm on here, so I'm able to, I guess, do the front camera, or at least not really the front camera, but able to just keep myself lined up on the camera and able to line up video a lot easier when I'm talking and not have to look back and forth or do sample video clips. I can just set it up and record, which is very nice to do. So hopefully this all sounds alright, but my test clip that I did before, it did sound pretty good, and I can always try to clean up the audio a little bit more. But let me know what you think of this kind of video. I can always do more of these where I guess I always kind of do something like this, but kind of something that's before any of the lifting clips. That's kind of an introduction. I know a lot of YouTubers do it, but I can do something short. And also, actually, I probably will overlay video clips. Actually, I haven't decided yet. I may just let this play so you can see the just full screen video, and then let some clips of me lifting, since I won't really have that much of me doing anything, since it's just the one workout. But another thought that I had once I got this camera, since I'll be able to record clips a lot easier with good audio, that if you were all interested, it would be a little bit more work on my part, but I'm willing to do it if there's enough interest for it. Someone, I think John Miller, I hope I'm saying your name right, did want a review of the camera, so I'm going to do that. But also, if there is interest like he had in the review, I could also do what you call, I don't know. I don't want to say a lot of other YouTubers do it, but more of a controlled and organized way, to where I say I have a Monday workout, then I do a short clip when I'm getting in my car or something, or right after, or that evening, talking about the workout of that day, and kind of have, you know, workouts, short clip of me talking about that workout, and kind of have that repeated throughout the week. If that makes any sense. So let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, because that's something I could do. It may not always be right after I would lift, but it would be at least that same day, just because sometimes in the morning when I lift, I am a little bit rushed to get out of here so I can get back and get ready for school, because I can't be late for that, because that's where I make all my money. all my nickels and dimes from my job, which I'll be getting my first paycheck on Tuesday, so it'd be nice to have some money coming in instead of having to spend all my money. So that's really about it that I have for this video. Enjoy the clips that will be with this new camera. I probably won't put any extra overlay of my video talking about stuff. As far as this week goes, I'll talk about it more next week when I talk about my, I guess, updated programming. But essentially what I'm doing is a more complex version of the Shaco program, where I'm increasing the reps and also trying to do more, somewhat of a, it's like a combination of a linear progression, or using RP like I have in the past, or different things, like a different combination of things to kind of slowly progress in terms of reps and weight, and kind of be more creative in the ways that I do it. But I'll get into that more next week, because I feel like this video is already long enough already, and I could spend a whole video talking about that, a whole like full giant video talking about that, so I won't really try to ramble on too much more about that. So let me know what you think of the camera and of the clips that I have as far as me talking and the audio of it, and also of the workout clips themselves. I may overlay music with it, or I may just let the gym audio play a little bit, just so you can see what the gym audio would actually be like. Yeah, and that's really about it. If you are interested in seeing more workout clips as the week progresses, you can always look at my Instagram. I try to post on there a couple times a week at least. Sometimes it's random stuff and sometimes it's workout clips, but since I have this new camera to play with, I'll probably try to post a little bit more on there, since it'll be a little bit easier to do. So you can always go on there, and I put the links in my description. If it doesn't work, let me know, and I can fix the link, because I happen to change my name a couple times because I'm weird like that, especially for random things like my social media. But like I said, let me know what you think of everything, and I hope you enjoyed the video and the new camera. So thanks for watching. Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a really quick review of how the camera worked while I was working out. I'll talk more about this on Thursday when I do a more in-depth view, but I will say that I'm going to use this for all future, I guess, workout clips and pretty much everything that I record, because it was so easy to use and to record and to make sure I got everything. Worked very well in the lighting, and the lighting in the place where I work out is not always the best, and they just have cheaper lights in there, but it recorded very well and very nice quality. And it was very easy to use in between sets and to carry around. It wasn't too cumbersome with it on the tripod and whatnot, so it was very good to use, and I was very happy with the quality of it. And it's so far it's been a really good purchase, and it's very good for even this kind of, with my face on the video, just holding it here. It's a little bit heavy, but I'm also kind of weak, so I got to get used to that. But just being able to kind of see my face and stuff on the camera and being able to keep that centered and whatnot just makes editing and whatnot a lot easier. Plus I can do editing and stuff on the camera, but I'll talk more about all of that on Thursday when I do a more in-depth review of everything, especially because then I'll have at 2 more days, maybe 1 or 2 more workouts where I'll have used it more fully, and perhaps a video or two on my other channel. So I'll have a couple. I'll just have more experience with it, and I'll be able to play around with the different aspects of it. Although, as decent as I am with tech stuff, once I find something that works, I don't really like to play around with it too much, because if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it, because then it ends up messing up things that shouldn't be messed up in the first place. But that's about it that I want to talk about so far. Like I said, I'll do a more depth overview on this Thursday or Friday, depending on when I want to do it, and depending on the format that I want to do it. Because if I record it with this, it'll be hard to kind of show the different aspects of this camera because obviously I'll be holding it. But I'll probably use my phone or something to record the actual camera so you can see what it looks like, as just what it looks like and whatnot, and talk more about how it works with my workouts. But let me know what you all think of the new camera quality and also of the audio. That's a big thing that I'm worried about with this camera, is just the audio quality. I may be possible to get an external microphone. I haven't looked into that too much, but if the audio does sound pretty good, and that will be up to my interpretation as well as the opinion of all of you, if it does sound good, then I won't really have to worry about it. And for the $500 I pay for this, I hope the audio is pretty good, because I really don't want to have to put more money into this if I really don't have to. But yeah, that's really about it. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different format than I normally do, and let me know what you all think. And as always, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.